Hello. Howdy, 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 howdy. It's still loading on my computer, so yeah. Give me a moment. I'm here, just I can't see the chat right now because I'm still trying to bring up, still pushing buttons, pokey buttons, not poke buttons. Okay, got Discord working and yeah. Oh, come on. It's not working. Here we go. Everything's a bit slow because it hasn't been used in a week. Well, over a week. There we go. Discord is informed. I'm here. I'm a bit tired. I keep going in and out of being tired. And there's a reason for that. That's basically because my plane journey was kind of it was a bit erratic, and I just I was very much, especially at the end of the plane, the end of the plane journey, I was pretty much kind of in and out of consciousness. I was trying to stay conscious so hard. I was playing Sudoku. I was also listening to everything that was happening around me, and at the same time, I was just like, "Oh, I'm awake," you know. It's just that whenever I'm on a plane, I kind of like just the first 10-20 minutes and the last 10-20 minutes are kind of I want to be active and awake and conscious and aware. Not only because it's a good safety thing, but also because just it's amazing, you know. And this really pissed me off. It's really pissed me off this particular time, because it seemed like nobody gave a shit that they were doing something that just less than 100 years ago was crazy, was considered to be this is amazing what we're doing right now. You know, it's it just is amazing. I don't know, people, planes and airports and stuff like that, they're full of people that do this, and some of them do it every day, all the time. It's no big deal. But it's just that I still have the wonder of the whole being in the air and flying at sometimes hundreds and hundreds of miles an hour. It's just and yet everyone's just so I don't care, whatever. It's a whole big thing. But yeah, I do want to tell you guys about my flight, because my close friends already know what's been happening and everything like that. But about my flight is just, it's new, and you guys, you guys haven't heard about it, and neither have the people that may have joined from Discord and stuff. Literally the only people that know about my flight have been me and my partner. So yeah. So okay, someone died on my plane. Someone died on my plane. I'm not kidding. Someone actually was dead on my plane. Yeah. It was it was in my cabin as well. My section of the plane. It was in my section. Oh boy. The worst part is that she was part of like a family. She was part of like a family. So it was kind of like, it was very, very sad. I feel really, really bad about it. But like I had like 6 hours in which I was like aware of what was happening. So I've already processed with like my feelings on the whole matter. But yeah, I don't know if anybody understands what happens when people die on planes. But like it's a little bit morbid. It's a little bit weird. It's a little bit creepy, and it is a little bit gross. So strap in. um, yeah. Also, just straight off the bat, I think I've got like the post, the post convention kind of lurgy, you know, the bear ball, the bear ball bug. I've got the bear ball bug, the bear convention bug. Um, I think I have anyway. I'm just like, I'm feeling very feverish all the time, and I'm like I said, I'm in and out of being tired and not tired, and yeah. But yeah, so I got on the plane, and everybody was being super nice to me because like I've been trying to get like an upgrade and stuff, even though I can't really afford it. I was trying to get an upgrade because it was on a super discounted price, and yet it basically wouldn't take my money. Like the app wouldn't take my money. So I go to the airport, and then they say that they can't do anything on the app. They can only give me the price on which it actually costs, like normally. So which I can't afford. Like really can't afford that. Couldn't really afford this. So it was like, whatever. It was a long shot. Kind of just I kind of just want to get home, kind of thing. Um, so yeah, I'm just like I'm at the I get on the plane. Everything's like fine, usual stuff on the plane. And again, everybody's being super nice to me, which is cool. I've basically just been trying my absolute best to try to get all of the, anybody from British Airways to know that I've been doing my best to try to get this deal. I want to give them money so that I could take one of the empty seats off their hands for them. You know, it's like that's what I want to do. I want to do that, right? I want to give them money, but so they are being super nice to me, so that they may basically convince me, kind of, to spend the extra money, even though I said I just can't afford that, to actually do it. There's a large spider in that the apex of the roof over there. I'm just making sure it's not moving closer to me. But I can't see it. No, I can. It's okay. It's still making a web on the ceiling. That's fine as long as it doesn't make a web below the ceiling. But yeah, yeah. So they're being super nice to me, which is cool. Which is that's cool of them. Especially since I gave them kind of a sob story, and they basically were like super understandable anyway, because yeah, it was just I was not in a good mood. I just wanted to get home, you know. I just wanted to be out of everybody's way because I wasn't in a good mood. I don't want to be crabby at anybody. So yeah. Um, Messages are disappearing. That's not cool when that happens. I can still see them though. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Uh, hey Don. Hey Panda Fox. Was a kid. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I was so yeah, I got on the plane and everything was like fine, and then I basically I've had to explain this so many times. I forget that I have to explain this every time I go to like a convention or anything. I have to explain my whole super hearing deal and how it's actually not cool, like everyone thinks it is. It's really not cool, guys. It hurts my brain. I have earplugs for it and everything, which I had foolishly put in the wrong bag, so I didn't actually have access to my earplugs this time on the plane. But it wasn't that bad because I was keeping hydrated and I didn't have too bad of a headache or anything. So that was cool. Yeah, really loud noises. Well, to me, everything's loud. Being on a plane, that's got like friction with the air, making that rumble noise all the time. That's what it is. The noise is basically just that. That's the air rushing past the fuselage and the wings and everything. It basically that's what that noise is, as well as the engine noise and everything. You can't completely cut that out of the plane. That's why you get that raw noise. Anyway, um, yeah, I could hear like people talking, and there's like right at the front row of the bit of the plane that I was in. Basically, like I heard a little girl saying that Nanny's been asleep for a long time. I want to show Nanny something, but she's been asleep for a long time. Then there was basically like, oh, I started to overhear things from the cabin crew. Um, the flight attendants were talking, and basically they were like we should put a blanket on her, and maybe switch seats with like maybe switch the seats around so that there's a gap between her and the family. Like they knew before the family that anything was happening. And basically, I had an empty seat right next to me. I was lucky this time. I had one empty seat next to me. They were trying to be super nice to me, so they put me on the aisle right next to an empty seat so that I wouldn't bother anybody with my grumpy mood. Because they wanted to try to convince me all the way up until we landed that to try to get one of the cabins, the personal little cabins that I really wanted like super bad, but I couldn't afford. No. um, but yeah, it gets more disturbing. It's more disturbing. I don't know if anybody's actually been around a dead body before, but like I have, and yeah, I was like, at this point, I was kind of just hoping that there was like it was a misunderstanding and stuff. Like I was hearing the warning signs, but I was just playing Sudoku on my tablet, trying not to overhear the shit. So I didn't have my earphones on or anything. I should have put my earphones on. I should have put my earphones on. I was dick for doing that. But yeah, basically they did manage to actually like there was an open seat. There was another empty seat somewhere. They managed to convince somebody to basically like move over, just that family to everybody move over one, and put her kind of in the corner. Well, no, they couldn't move her. She was luckily by a window, and like it was a thing. It was a thing. I didn't look in that general direction because yeah. But I then heard basically like the little girl came back again, and she was like, "Now he's turning a funny color. Is she okay?" So yeah, like I said, I don't know if anybody's been around a dead body, but and I have, and yeah, like once the body starts, once the body's shut down, like the skin pigment can change radically within the first few minutes, even. And it's like with my dad, it took like 10 minutes for him to turn completely kind of like almost a yellowy color before settling down into a very pale color. Like so it just is a thing that happens with the skin and the blood and the yeah, and it's just yeah, it's just one of those things that happens, and it's like yeah, I was like, oh fuck no, that's just confirmed it for me. For me, that just confirmed it, and I kind of know what I'd like. I've watched like a YouTube video or two about like what airline uh, you uh, flight attendants and shit have to go through and stuff, um, and it's like what the almost what the codes were and stuff like that. Years ago, I've read about this stuff, so yeah, I know that basically they just make it look. They try to make it look like the person's sleeping as much as possible, especially on like long haul flights, because there's nothing they can do about it. There isn't anything they can do. They can't put this person in anywhere. It's like it's a whole thing and everything. And I basically was just like I managed to get my my flight attendant, for my part of the plane. I managed to get her attention. I said, it's like, if you need me to move or anything, then please just let me know, because I understand what's going on. I didn't say it because I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to. Yeah. Um, if you need like extra space or anything, I do not mind moving from where I am. It's like there's another. I could. I just, as long as there's like just anything I can do to help. Seriously, it's just they were like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Like, no, I get what's happening. Just if you do need like anything, please just I'm here. I don't mind helping out. I get that you're trying to make me comfortable and everything, but I won't be comfortable unless I've made this offer. So just know that, okay? And she was super nice, and she basically was like, it's like, well, since you know what's happening, would you like me to go get you like a drink or something to distract you? I was like, I'm fine. So yes, yeah, another warning signal is that basically, like, when we did land and everything, this, I mean, I already knew that there was a dead body, like, about 6 rows in front of me. I know that was happening, and the family were moved, and I still had an empty chair next to me. I don't know how this happened, because from what I understood, like, this was the only empty seat in my cabin. So did they get somebody to basically go to the super cheap seats at the back? It's the only way I could have thought think that this would happen, and I'm just too fat to fit in those chairs. So basically, yeah. Anyway, the thing that really clinched it is that basically, like, I know what the boarding and unboarding thing. They basically let priority people off the plane first. They let priority people off the plane first, um, unless there's a dead body, in which case they basically say, it's like, and anybody that is like elderly or like is need extra help with getting off the plane, then please wait until everybody's left the plane so that we can assist you. And that's because they don't want anybody to see the dead person being manhandled off the plane. So it's like, instead of happening at the beginning, it happens at the end. So yeah, at least with British Airways, like, yeah. So yeah, that was fun. Um, I told Damon this had all happened, and he was just like, his whole thing was like, a poor woman. And I was like, look, I've had like 6 hours to deal with the fact that it's like, I do feel really sorry for like the family and everything. But I mean, I think it was like the really old lady that they did like cut onto the plane. Like I saw her board onto the plane. She was super old. She was definitely in her late 80s or something. You know, it's a miracle that she got insurance to actually get to travel. You know, and she had fun with her with her family beforehand. She was with her family when she passed. You know, she had a good life. I'm assuming. I'm going to assume that. So it's like, yeah, she was with her friends and family when she left. So it's like, you know, they were all English as well. So they'd just been on a holiday. They've just come back from vacation. So it was like, yeah, like I said, like it's sad that that happened, but it's like it was just her time. So yeah, but fun. So that's what happened on my fun. But that's what happened on my flight back. You know, nobody coughed in my face this time. Nobody sneezed on the back of my neck. Like it was just it was that was the only like horrible thing that happened on my flight. So yeah, I never did get my. I really wanted a ginger ale because I had a weird tummy as well. So that was the thing. But yeah, that's really creepy. I hear dead bodies fart a lot. No, my dad didn't. My dad didn't. Yeah, it kind of depends on like the size and what they ate and stuff before they actually passed. You know, it's a thing. It's a weird myth that you poop yourself when you die and stuff. Because it's like, what if you didn't eat anything for the past few days? Or you ate very little and just had a huge poopy. It's like, no, that stuff's going to come out of you, but like it's going to come out of you eventually. It's like slowly. You know, it depending on gravity and stuff. Anyway, um, yeah. So that was a thing. My vacation was good. Again, my friends will know that basically my vacation was good. I had fun. It was didn't get to do everything that I wanted to do. Didn't get to see like everybody that I wanted to see. I'm just I'm always annoyed at that. I'm always annoyed at myself because I do this every single time. I do this every single time. I basically say to myself, okay, I got to make sure that I do this, and this. And I should never do that because if I miss one of those things, I always feel like well, it was kind of a failed vacation, and it's like no, I know I shouldn't think that way, but it does kind of ruin my mood, you know, especially when I'm coming up to the end of the vacation, and basically like there is no more time to do all of the things on my checklist that I definitely wanted to do. It's like I start to see that there is no time to do these certain things, and it makes me more annoyed at myself for not being able to do this shit, and it's like, oh, that's my problem. I get it. Um, but yeah, especially if I'm like depressed or something at the end of it already, then it just compounds onto that, and it just makes me just want to just get it over with, just go home. I just want to go home, and that's kind of what happened for the last couple of days of my vacation. I was trying my best to enjoy myself, and it didn't happen. You know, like my friends really did help. They really did help. They did their best, but ultimately when they left when a few of them left before us, then basically it was like that made it even worse, you know. And it was like, oh. But up until that point, it was pretty good. There was some drama that was kind of annoying, um, you know. And then there was the avoidance of drama that was like even worse. And I just yeah, it's just yeah. Oh, but you know, there were good there were good parts. There were good parts. It's just that this thing keeps happening to me, and I'm not gonna. And I yeah, it's really. I'm trying not to be a huge downer. It's really hard. um, it's just like I cannot see how. I know I say this almost every year. I cannot see how I can do this again. You know, monetarily wise and with like you know, just dealing with people. It's just I don't see how I can do it again. I don't know how I can do it again. So yeah, it's one of those things. I kind of just wish that I could just like invite one or two people to like you know, like I was supposed to do when I had the couple of really good years when I had like lots and lots of work going and I had some money and stuff. You know, rent a villa in Portugal or something, and basically just with like a few friends, and then kind of like we'll just have like a really good week together. You know, I kind of want to just do that, but it's just it feels I feel like I'd be missing something out. Even then, I'd feel like but I would have a lot of fun. I would have a lot of fun. So yeah. The videos were fun. Yeah, sadly though, that's apart from one that didn't make it onto Discord because it just was too big or something. Sadly, that's all the footage that I got. I basically didn't make any videos. That's one of the things on the checklist that I didn't do. Um, and I really wanted to do that with Itchy. But every that was annoying because every time that I wanted to record that video, there's like we were gonna do a Vor video and stuff, and every time I wanted to do that, um, like either the room wasn't free, which is a different issue, um, or like Itchy wasn't free, or I wanted to stay by the pool. Which, to be fair, I did warn everybody that basically I once I get there, I will mostly be by the pool. That is my mission. I do not get pool time except for once a year. So I will be making the most of the fucking pool. You know. If I went by myself, I would basically be just by the pool all the time. And like probably be okay with that. Um so yeah. So yeah. I didn't get anybody any souvenirs this time because I basically couldn't afford it. I bought myself some cigars, and that was good. I basically got like a probably what's gonna be like 3 years worth of cigars. I got like a really nice box of I don't even know how many's in there. I don't want to know how many's in there because then I'll basically be rationing myself the whole time. Yeah. But hey, I got some really nice. I got a box of Lunatics. What is it? JFR. Yeah, JFR's Lunatics. Basically these, but the 770s, because like the A80s, just like I'm not a size queen. Plus, you get more from a box of those than a box of 880s. And I like the 770s. The 770s are good. They get a nice draw. You know, you basically have to, you get nothing but air sometimes with the 880s, which is fine and healthy. But you know, I really like to enjoy the flavor a bit more. Um, but not too much. That's why I don't like anything that's like really small ring gauge. Plus, like I'm getting to be about a 70. You know, with the whole rule about the waist size thing. Um, yeah. So I actually got myself some cigars. Got myself a new travel humidor as well. Because my old Herfador, that was a recommendation from my cousin. My cousin had the exact same one, and he really liked that thing. But I've always found that it's a little bit too small. Plus, it's very fragile. You know, the actual clips on it basically just like ping off at random when you're trying to do it up or undo it. So yeah, and it's just like I said, it's a little bit too small. So I got like a slightly bigger one. It's got a handle. It looks badass, guys. It looks badass. You know, it's really nice. So I got myself that, and also it was cheaper because it was actually got from the store, not ordered online. So I didn't have to pay for like import taxes and all that stuff. So I got myself one of those, and I got myself like 3 or 4 cigars to actually enjoy um, during my stay. Is that a mozzie? A bug just flew into my face. I'm trying to block the light of the light. What if it's on the light? It is on the light. Oh, it's a fly. Okay, that's fine as long as it doesn't bug me. Otherwise, I've got a gun. So yeah, so I got myself my cigars, and that's fine. Um, yeah. What was I gonna say? You said the videos were fun. Yeah, that's like I said. That's all the footage that I did take. I feel very guilty about that. But yeah, to be honest, to be fair, it wasn't completely my fault because there were some people that said that they were going to come and I was going to make videos with them. They weren't there. They said they were going to come. I packed certain things so that we could like film these videos. They weren't there. They weren't there. There was one guy who basically was there, who wanted to do like something with me that we could have filmed maybe, but he like didn't actually walk up to me and say hi. You know, and I said I keep saying to people that basically like once I'm at the pool and I'm chilling and I'm either in the pool or by the pool and stuff like that, then like feel free to come up to me. You know, I unless you're actually in the pool itself, I don't actually I don't walk around the pool saying hi to people unless basically like I already know you and we've like had dialogue and stuff like that and we're friends. You know, I did see a lot of old friends that came this time that I haven't seen for a long time, so that was cool. And I made some new ones. I did actually make some new ones, so that's really cool. There was one guy in particular that came, and I'm like, I'm so glad that I met him. He's just he's a very sweet guy, and I'm going to be bummed if I don't get to see him again. I'm going to be like just yeah, it's going to be a real bummer. He basically made my event. You know, he made the special thing about this event was definitely that guy. So yeah. I will remember. I will remember. I will remember that. I will remember that guy. So yeah. Um. But yeah, I just like yeah. I found out how many donuts that I can eat. Kind of. There are a little bit of issues that I want to get into with that. So yeah, because basically we did Krispy Kremes. I've had Krispy Kremes in the in the US before, and yes, your Krispy Kremes are way sweeter than the Krispy Kremes here. I mean, they're sweet over here, but they're not that like kind of like sugary, like actually sugary. You know, it's kind of like you know how icing sugar basically is like it's a finer sugar. It's kind of like it's not as sweet as actual sugar. I have no idea how you guys do this, but it's like you've taken actual sugar and I know this is how icing sugar is kind of made, but it's like you've taken actual sugar and ground it up into icing sugar, and it's like what the fuck is wrong with you guys? I could not eat more than I couldn't eat all 3 dozen. Okay, I couldn't eat all 3 dozen. It was starting to actually kind of like I swear it was caking up at the back of my jaw, just like just like in here. I've never had this with donuts before. And it wasn't the donuts. It wasn't the dough, the cakey, the bready part of Krispy Kremes, which is what I really like about donuts. It was like it was the actual sugar. It was like it was not kind of like being absorbed by my saliva or being swallowed. It was just building up back here. I just it was just continuously sweetness in my mouth, even after kind of like trying to wash it out with just like I just had like a water, water flavored water drink. Um, sorry, I just something weird's going on. Hmm? Sorry, I'm trying not to make this public knowledge, but there's like a thing in the group chat for Vegas. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I asked for more information. Right. Okay. So yeah, the donut situation. First dozen, no problem. Noticed the sweetness, but no problem. Second dozen, um, was trying my best to swish the frosting. The flavor fatigue was setting in. I was definitely full by that stage, but I knew I could push more in me. I just didn't know if it wasn't for the flavor fatigue, I could definitely get the rest of the third in me. And yeah, but I was actually just hit by the sugar. It's a new kind of wall that I've never been hit by before. Because normally I could just power through the whole, super full feeling phase, to where it actually starts hurting a little bit, you know. I can get to the last phase, which is of course being queasy because my stomach is actually trying to do the eject phase. You know, I can get all the way there. It's just that I hadn't hit the it hurts because I'm full feeling yet. I like that. I kind of like that feeling. You know, that's when basically people have to start actually putting food in my mouth for me, or bringing the food up to my mouth at least. You know, but I didn't actually get that to that point because there's a new wall, the icing wall, the one that's made of pure sugar. I couldn't get past it. It was too much. It was too much frosting. Frosting, yeah. It was too much. There was too much sugar. It was just I'm not. I can't do that. I wouldn't stop people from putting donuts into me. I needed a, but it's just that voluntarily I could not continue. You know, it was. I mean, that was a bummer. But yeah, I could have. I could if they basically had not frosted donuts, just just bready unglazed donuts, I would have been okay with continuing. But it's just that you know I'm not going to ask somebody to kind of lick all the frosting off a donut because that sounds gross because you end up with soggy donuts. Anyway, yeah, kind of found out how many Krispy Kremes at least I could eat. American Krispy Kremes that I could eat. Um, yeah, almost 3 dozen. Almost 3 dozen. But yeah, the first 2 dozen, no problem. You know, kind of. I'd need a lot of milk or something. I'd need something very neutral. Something very not sweet to liquid wise to kind of go with that. Um, but yeah, so I did do that. So that was fun, and it was actually fun. Even after the hitting the wall, it wasn't like it was oh, I hate myself because I can't continue kind of situation. I was by the pool with my best friend, and we were hanging out, and it was great. It was still great. So yeah, I do think I am actually a bit puffier. At least a bit rounder, slightly. Now that I've come back, because just sitting in this, see when I first sat in this chair, when I got back, it might just be because it's been a while. It's been over a week. Um, but this feels like it's way more there than it was. You know, and also it's touching both of the arms of the chair. And if I lean back a little bit more, it's actually touching the it's touching the desk. So it's I don't remember all 3 points happening at once. Occasionally, my sides would touch the arms of the chair, just sometimes, but like, and occasionally, if I lean back enough, I can basically touch the desk as well with my tummy. Um, but it's just all three of these. I don't remember this happening. So maybe I am slightly more rounder, but I don't know. Dude, you almost ate 3 boxes of donuts. You're guaranteed. Yeah, is that guaranteed? I don't know. Yeah, but I did like a lot of swimming and walking and stuff. And it was hot. You gained weight, all right? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Apart from that, I didn't really like binge. I didn't really eat more than I usually do at home. So yeah. In fact, I think I ate a little bit less because there was less salads and stuff. Because I balance my diet and stuff, and I like a lot of salady stuff. And in America, you don't get a lot of salady stuff. Just don't. Even in Vegas, like there was some side salady stuff, but it was never like really good salady stuff. You know. I did have an apple and an orange and sometimes a banana every day. So that was good. That was good. I definitely drank a lot of beer. There was a drinking contest, and I tried to warn the guy. He might be watching. He might be watching because he was asking me about my YouTube channel and about what I talk about and stuff like that. And I said that you're probably going to be featured, so he might be here. But yeah, I kept giving this guy warnings, and I kept giving this guy outs. And I kept saying to him that it's like, if you just if you just want to see how much I can drink, then you can just have asked me. You don't have to have a contest with me, like honest. But no, he tried his best to keep up, and it was just like I had a really good buzz going by the end of it. I have no idea how many drinks that we actually had, but it was like proper steins of like beer, and it was American beer though. It's very watered down. It was Blue Moon, you know. It's really hard to get it, on tap in the UK with the orange in it and everything. So it was like, yeah. Really did like the Fun Hog Ranch. That place it's still my favorite bar. It's still my favorite bar of all time. There needs to be a magic door opening to that bar all over the place, all over the planet. I want to be able to go there whenever I want to. It's so good. I love that place. Everyone's always like, "Oh, it's a dive bar. It's kind of crummy. It's a little bit small and all that stuff." And it's like, yeah, that's kind of why I like it. That is actually kind of why I like it. It's just they always have good music playing, even if it's like the People's Choice music, because they got a jukebox, one of those electronic jukeboxes that you can download an app and then select your own songs to put on it and stuff. But even then, they've got like some stuff that's like in betweeny that, where it's a lot of like rock country music, and I like that, so that's cool. Oh, like I was a little bit obsessed with this guy. There was a guy that basically he comes to that event every year, and he comes to it every year, and I love listening to him talk because he's basically got the cadence, the exact cadence and inflections of Dolly Parton. So his voice is the male version of Dolly Parton, you know, and this might be giving him away, a bit, but he's also really cute and he's very sweet. You know, he's kind of like Dolly Parton. Um, but yeah, so he's from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee, and he's just very yeah. So I liked whenever he was around. That was cool. So yeah. So yeah, overall, I had a good time. So that was cool. I do have to quickly just check this messages. I will just stand up to see if you guys can tell if I'm a bit rounder, puffier. But I mean, this is my tummy empty. I'll lift my shirt up, but only a bit. I've got like this weird bump, almost like an extra nipple, like a sore spot just there. And I have no idea what caused this at all. But yeah. Tantum. Tantum. But yeah. Oh, I also got like a hole in my shirt because my braces caught on it a couple of times, and it's an old shirt, so it's gonna rip really easy. I swear to God, I have some old underpants. I think it's a cyst. I don't know. I mean, like it hurts a couple of times, but only when I'm wearing my braces. But yeah, I took my pants off when I got home, and it was just like, ooh, what was that? And I checked, and it's just like random sore spot. Like great. So yeah, my legs are also a bit fucked up as well, but that's because basically that's just like chlorine exposure and so it's basically a version of chemical burns and actual burns, sunburns, I guess. So that's fun. Like how basically you get like your shins are kind of like smooth and they kind of because they rub against your trousers when you're walking all the time and stuff. And then basically like that part of the skin gets like wet and then dry and then wet and then dry all the time. It can get exposed to some really harsh chemicals and go even smoother and weirder, just weirder. And it gets really susceptible to being burnt by the sun. That's kind of what happened to me. So that's fun. Mainly on my good leg as well, not even on my bad leg. I wish it was on my bad leg. Not gonna lie, kind of want a peg leg. I could be a fat captain. I could be Ahab. Anyway, yeah. So what do you think? Do I look puffier? Do I look rounder? There you go. Yes, in a good way. I did notice that, in the arriving picture, like my face looks a bit puffier in the I've arrived picture, but that might just be because I've like I said, I think I picked up a bug. I picked up a post bear Bear ball bug. Bear ball bug. You know, bear bash bug. Post bear bash bug. So yeah. Okay. Anything anybody want to ask or say to me or anything? Like, yeah. I'm not. I don't think I'm leaving yet. So just like I've run out of stuff to talk about. Unless you want to know specifics about anything, you know. I was naughty. I was supposed to. I was supposed to post everything to social media. It's just that the internet was like really kind of very. It was very hit and miss, especially on that phone, which is dying slowly. The phone is actually dying slowly. So it's like, yeah. I was gonna try to. I do know that there were a couple of guys that did stream to like Growler and stuff. So I was trying to. Every time I tried to stream, there was like yeah. Every time I tried to stream, I was basically like I was invaded. My personal space was invaded because I did try to actually stream at the pool on the last day, and then like when Ichi was asleep on the sunbed, and I was in the pool, and there was nobody in the pool. It was gonna be cool. And then like yeah, some guy just came up to me and put his feet in the water. And I was like, okay. Then we were talking. Fly, you have to be very careful. You dangerously were close to my hand. Then please do not poke me. I had a tiring week. I had 2 interviews back to back, and I want to crawl into a hole. Aww. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I really don't like doing the interview thing. I don't like doing the interview part. It's a bummer. I'm sorry. Hey, well, I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for you. Who knows? Who knows? Like this I've got. Oh, I took some work with me because I realized that I took the orc book with me, the Orky Dokie book with me. So I was like, I need to do something to keep me busy when I'm awake. If I wake up early and everybody's asleep, So I found I found a spot in which I could just like chill and work and stuff while everybody's asleep, and just be occupied, keep myself occupied while everyone's asleep instead of just going to the. I should have just gone to the pool and did that, but then I wouldn't do any work. I don't like being not very productive. Even on vacation, I kind of feel like I should be doing something, even if it's you know because I don't want to go by the pool and then just like be by the pool when everybody's getting ready to get breakfast or something. So I was waiting. I found a spot near the actual cafe. And it's really it's a really nice peaceful space usually. Unless they've got leaf blowers, which they kept doing. That happened more than once. But yeah, I did some orky dorky stuff. I am going to start filming. Like, if assuming I'm okay, but I'm going to start filming. And also getting on with some projects. I've got a pick dump that I've got to do as well. But what I was trying to say is, if the orky dorky thing picks up and is like hugely successful right away, not saying it will be, but if it happens to like pick up and become successful and be a thing, then I would like to do that full time. And I would love it if basically I could hire people. So it's like, if I could hire all my friends, then that would be awesome. So yeah. So who knows, if it does pick up, I will be calling on you to do something. Maybe. I don't know. That'd be great. Wouldn't that be great? Well, I think that'd be great because I get to work with my buddies. I don't know. So Itchy's trying to say something, and I just don't get what he's trying to say. It's just so annoying in the group chat. It's just oh. I mean, what would if you could be hired by me to do stuff? What would you like to be hired to do? Like, what skill set do you have? Just like, super fantasy land kind of like thinking. Super duper fantasy land thinking, but it could happen. We don't know yet. You top off my glass of Pepsi. You'd be my personal bartender. I mean, yeah, that would be a super easy job though. It's like literally just keep like beer and Pepsi Max just around. You know, occasionally a cup of tea. Occasionally a cup of tea. Stop it. But yeah. So basically, you'd be in catering. And I got a feeling a lot of my friends would be in catering. It's like I'm doing all the editing, I'm doing all the filming, I'm doing all of that stuff. But like, I got a catering team. Got like a 7-person catering team. Hey, I mean, I might need it. Who knows? So you'd be like the cinematographer. Yeah, that'll be good because that is a lot of my work. That is a lot of my job. Well, um, you know, well, we're not. It's not going to be a round org channel, but I mean, it could be for like if I need somebody to keep the the Tubbs network stuff going. then yeah, I don't mind it being a round orc channel. Oh, that could be a thing where basically we meet orcs that are basically like like Orky Dorky is going to be the orc version of me from another universe. That's his backstory, you know. But what if there's like another universe where essentially like he's the mob boss orc? So we meet the mob boss orc, and he is just very round. He's basically a sphere. That'll be fun, especially if we do eventually build up enough money to actually get that stupid suit thing. I really want that suit. I'm just. I've got to get a new. I've got to get the suit. I've got to get the money back to do the do the vacation, and I've got to do the I've got to get a replacement phone. I've got to get like got to get the studio fixed and sorted and stuff. It's like it's all of these things all happening at once when I don't have money. Ugh. And yeah, I've still got to do my regular job as well. But yeah, I'm basically going to be busy. I think I got all the pics. Oh, anybody that's watching this that has any pictures that they took or anything like that of the thing of the event and the Vegas trip and everything, I would like those, even if they aren't, even if I'm not in them and stuff. I would appreciate if you sent me them. You don't have to send me like, you know, naughty pictures or anything like that. But I mean, you can include them if you want. It's completely up to you. But yeah, I basically my I want them for my personal use, and also my mother is always going on about how basically like you need to take more pictures when you go places and stuff. And I just like I just don't, because again, by the pool mostly or eating. But yeah, but yeah, I would like those. I feel like there's like I've got a bunch from my from messages and stuff, but I feel like I'm missing some important gaps. Yeah, like I've got them on my phone and I downloaded them on my phone, but it's just that it's really hard to actually get them from the phone um, because they're scattered around in the download section in the files and stuff. So yeah, I should just like email them all to myself or something. But yeah, like the ones on my phone, I feel like I'm missing in the folder. I just realized I could just double check this real quick. It's super easy. Right, there's me by the pool. I feel like there's a bunch of group shots that I'm missing, even though I downloaded them directly from Messenger onto this computer. I feel like they didn't make it. Where are they? Okay, here's some. There's the eclipse. Oh no, okay. There's the couple that I'm thinking of. They are in here already, so that's cool. I might have some doubles as well. I'm gonna have to sort that out. Okay, yeah, maybe I've got them all. I don't know. But yeah, I would like if anybody went to like the sphere, or basically like we didn't do the fountains this year, so yeah, if anybody went past the fountains, that'd be great. Yeah, I feel like that's a copy. It doesn't matter. I'll look at them later. I'll figure it out. Okay. But yeah, so you basically would be like in catering and like a cinematographer, maybe, or a cameraman. You could like go green and be on camera if you wanted to. I was supposed to do that. I got my paint with me and everything. I was being an orc every now and again. By the way, while I was away, brought my teeth with me, so that was funny. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea what I've done to my leg, but at one point it was bleeding. That's fun. I put my legs in the hot tub, and they were screaming at me to basically not do that again. So yeah, I really wish the hot tub was just like a little bit less hot, just a little bit less. Like I've got I wish it was the same temperature that our hot tub was, but it's always way hotter than that. And there is no setting it to a certain temperature and all that stuff. So yeah, it's always stuck on the same temperature. Okay. I'm actually getting tired. I'm getting a bit sleepy again. I'm going to try to fight this because I want to actually I know if I go to bed now, then I'll just wake up in like 20 minutes. You know. So I'm going to try to fight it until I'm really tired, really tired, like I'm almost falling asleep, and then go to bed so that I get an actual big chunk of sleep. I only say that because this happened to me like a couple hours ago. You know, before I came on stream, a couple hours ago, I tried to go to bed and I just woke up like 20 minutes later, um, even feeling more tired somehow. So yeah, it's dumb. It's kind of jet lag. It's kind of because I did keep like falling asleep and then waking up like not. I never got like a solid like chunk of sleep. At one point, I woke up like inches away from the seat in front of me. You know, because I was like that. But, yeah. Anything anybody want to say to me or ask me? Now is the time. I am gonna go, but yeah. Should I post all the pictures? Should I post all the pictures that I've got? Should I dump them? I mean, when the pic dump comes out, they will be up. All the pictures that I have, they'll be up. So, yeah, I'll do that now then. But it's just that Discord is not gonna like me. I'll put them in the raw footage. My sunglasses, by the way, they worked great. I'm not going to end the stream until I've finished like uploading the pictures. Yeah, they worked great. I'm really glad that I took those. Even if they are like the super mirrored ones, they work they work the bestiest. So that was cool. They're the partial prescription, titanium mirrored glasses. So they look really cool in the police outfit. At least I think so, anyway. They really do nail the look. Come on, where are you in the folder? They're in the sorting folder. So I have to scroll past a bunch of pictures that I've already taken and screenshots and all that stuff. I watched some really good movies. I do want to say this. I do want to say this. I watched one movie twice because it's so good that I really like that. It's one of those ones that I'm definitely gonna like get a physical copy of. It's just it's freaking awesome, dude. It's freaking awesome. But yeah, I watched some movies on the plane, and yeah, they were not bad. I watched that Wonka, by the way. That was just irritating as fuck. I skipped a lot of the songs. I skipped a lot of the songs. But yeah, the movie that I want actually a physical copy of is the hold. Is it the Holdovers? I think it's the Holdovers. You know that Paul Giamatti Oscar bait movie. I normally don't go for these kind of movies at all, but I like I like some of the period pieces that almost don't like they almost they don't feel like they're even making an effort to be a period piece, but they work so well as a period piece. Huh? What do you mean? The Holdovers. I think it's the Holdovers. Or the remnants or the like it's not the leftovers. It's definitely like holdovers. Fuck off. Fuck off. Giant wasp just entered my office. She's fucking persistent. She was in here earlier. And now she's on the ground. I don't want to kill you. Just go away. She's like this big. Oh, where did she go? I think she's gone. I hope I didn't kill her. or that she's on the mop. But oh my god. Yeah, I came back to my office and like living inside the door well of the door was this giant wasp. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, that was close. That was really creepy. She crawled over the door into my office. But yeah, I come back and you know, I'm getting the computers like sorted and everything, and I just leave her alone. She's just like in the doorwell, whatever. She doesn't look like she's making like a nest or anything, but it's like this big. She's really huge. It's like she's a hornet, but it's not. It's definitely a wasp. And there's propaganda about wasps and stuff, like they're bad, and yeah, they are kind of dicks, but like they do as much pollination as like as bees and stuff. So, you know, they're not all bad. Plus, she's like huge. She was not small. I really hope she isn't dead. So anyway, yeah. So I'm setting up the computers, and all of a sudden I hear like really loud buzzing, and I just jump out of the office, and she's just like hovering in the middle of the room. So I get the mop, and basically like I convince her to land on the mop, and then I take her outside, and then I bang the mop head against the small container that's just outside my office. Not to kill her, just to stun her a little bit. I don't do it really hard. I just like I make sure that basically it's like just enough to stun her. And she comes off of the mop, and she kind of like turns around. All her legs are working and everything, and she starts to like crawl towards my office again, which is open and stuff. So I just close the door and I get in the office, and then yeah. Next time I'm outside, she's gone. I don't know where she's gone. I just assume that she's like hiding somewhere, trying to stay warm, but not in my office, hopefully. And yeah, but then I go out, I go back into the house, and I come back out here again, and she's on the door. She's on the outside of the door. I'm like, well, at least she's not inside my office. It should be fine. But I just heard a noise, and I look up, and she's just crawling on the inside, and that's when I had to basically make sure that she doesn't go airborne in my office again, because the door is not open, and I can't just jump out of the office again and do that again. So yeah, hopefully she's just stunned again on the floor just outside of my office. Anyway, the holdovers. That's what it's called. I think it's called the holdovers. Old guy who befriends people left over during Christmas at a prep school. Yeah, set in 1970. And it's like it's Paul Giamatti, and it's like he's acting his pants off like he usually does, and he's really good. He's just really good. It's kind of weird how all of it is just like it's just a really good, like he makes it a really good story. I don't know how he does it, because again, it wouldn't be my type of like thing to watch. I don't care. You know, I don't care about a lot of like young people stories. It just like they all seem kind of the samey and stuff. But this has a really good like twist on all of them, and it's like yeah, you know, um, You know, there's some genuine kind of there's just some genuine wisdom to all of this, to everything that happens in every scene almost. And you just I feel it. You know, it's just, yeah. I watched it twice, even though I knew exactly what was going to happen. I watched it on the way there and on the way back, and it was just it's really good. It's really good. Um, but yeah, I also saw that Jules as well. Like I watched that on the way back. I didn't watch that on the way there, but I watched that on the way back, and that was okay. I'm glad I watched it. That's about like an alien that lands in this old guy's Ben Kingsley's. Ooh, I thought I heard buzzing again near my feet. No, thank you. Yeah, it's about like an old guy that basically discovers that he's like that an alien has crash landed in his back garden, and it's not bad. I definitely like parts of it. They don't oversell the alien thing, but they undersell it a little bit. But it's just that where there could be they could have gone like super crazy with like effects and like concepts and stuff. They they push the boundaries of it being like this is insane. You know, to it's believable, but it would probably look better if they gave it a bigger budget. I guess I don't know. I think it's just right. You know, for all of this, for everything that happens in that film, it's like yeah, it's just right. It's okay. You know, it's kind of sad. Um, but yeah, I watched that. Like I said, I watched Wonka. That was lame. I hate that so much. Which is weird because I don't know how you could make Olivia Colman suck. Like I've seen her in most stuff, and I can't see how you can make her suck. But that they did it. You know, her her love interest as well. I kind of like him, but he's in this movie and he kind of sucks as well. Although he does look good in Lederhosen. But I just don't like the whole movie. I don't like that at all. But I do know that somebody likes the padding aspects of the movie, and I kind of wish that they went further with that. They kind of just they go all the way up to the edge of that, and then they stop. You know, I was waiting for him to be very round, and that guy just doesn't. He doesn't ever like break it. You know. um. Yeah. I'm so sorry. What movie was this again? The Wonka movie. Wonka. That sucked so much. It sucks so much. They don't let the music breathe. That's the main thing that bugs me. They don't like mute. There's just a song, and then it kind of like you know they can't wait for 2 minutes before there's another song. And yeah, I did like the padding is like is like 3 seconds. No, he comes back multiple times. It's just that he basically is like he's a not svelte gentleman to begin with, but he's not fat. I just wish that they basically like ramped it up, but they don't seem to. Like they almost seem like they're going to do that, but then they don't. You know? He's in a significant portion of the movie, just not like not he's not like one of the main characters. He's just that he's in a significant portion of the movie, and yeah. I don't know. I should continue with this. I'm on the these are all of the like pictures, but I just want to point out that the pictures that I'm uploading right now are like I have not edited. I haven't dumped or any of the bad ones yet. I'm just dumping them on raw footage. I'm also now scared that the wasp is going to come back. Why can't she just go to sleep? Just come back tomorrow. Have you seen it? Have you seen the Wonka movie? No. Yeah, you have to watch the whole thing, sadly, to make the most out of his scenes. But yeah, what did I just upload? Yeah, that's the end of that's going to the end of my pictures. I'm just going to delete that one. There we go. Oh, what else did I watch? That's weird. You can always see the. You can see the scrolling happening on my face. That's so funny. Shut up, Tommy. I cannot feed you if I'm going to go bed soonish. Oh, how are they going to do that? Wait, did I? These are separate pictures, but I swear these are uploaded already. The last set, live load, that's been uploaded already. Do we have doubles? Oh, at least a couple of them are doubled. Ugh, great. Anyway, that's all the pictures that I've got. You know, I do have like some personal pictures, but these are all the ones with me in them. You know, personal pictures of other stuff. But yeah, these are my vacation pictures of me. But they're in the raw footage. Raw footage. Yeah. Okay, I am going to go soon. I always asked it. I always ask it. Then I get sidetracked by something else. I'm sorry, but anything anybody wants to ask me or say to me, now is the time. Is that the fly? Yeah, that's the fly. Okay. So it's the first time I haven't been back in the country that long. You know, we're getting into the first 10 hours of being back home situation. So yeah. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm missing out a bunch of stuff somehow. And I probably am, but yeah, I can get back to it. Okay then. Well, I will be streaming. Not tomorrow, but the day after. I'm basically going to be like focusing a lot on the pick dump for the next few days. Basically, just until I know that I'm like well enough to actually do um, something else, like film something else, because I'm going to be trying to do my bestiest. Well, it was going to be on Growler when I do the next stream, um, but the stream after that will be the one here on YouTube. So, you know, if you miss it, then I get it. I understand. I won't take it personal. It's not like you're Panda Fox and you basically only are here to just like say hi and then fuck off, you know? I know Panda Fox isn't doing that. I'm just saying. But yeah. Um. Yeah, like I said. Okay. yeah, like I said, the next projects that I'm going to be working on are mostly the pick dump related, because once that's out of the way, then I can focus more on the Bear Tubs channel content. But so I'll be doing that for the next couple of days, and then I will be doing filming for the Okie Dokie stuff. The first video for that channel will be done, and I'll actually be making the channel, and I'll actually be like trying to get it going. It's happening. It's finally happening. We are ready. Not distracted. Stop being distracted. So yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's something I'm supposed to be doing on like Discord or something as well, but I can't think of it right now. If somebody's watching this on playback and they want to yell at me on Discord about like, well, you're supposed to be doing this or blah something, then I'm sorry, but yeah, I do need feedback. I'll probably remember it tomorrow when I wake up properly and I'm feeling okay. I don't know, but yeah. Okay, guys. Until then, yeah, I am heavier. I'm definitely heavier. It might just be because I'm tired. I really wish I had a scale that actually worked, you know? But yeah. Bigger belly rubs. And scratch. And belly salute. And yeah. I'll see you guys around. Maybe I've got like maybe I'm just not wearing a hat. I'm like, why are my eyes feeling really tired? Kind of like everything's super bright. Why is that? I'm not wearing a hat. I should go get my hat. But yeah, I'm gonna play. I'm basically gonna play computer games until I'm feeling super tired. Well, I'm gonna check mail first. Then I'm gonna play computer games until I feel super tired. But until then, I'm going to, yeah. I'll see you guys. Anybody that watches me on like Growl or anything, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And for everybody who doesn't watch me on Growl or anything, then like I'll see you guys the day after tomorrow probably. So yeah, toodles.